Bonjour, bonjour. Hello, hello. So, I thought I'd show you. I'm trying to get into the mode of doing more guitar videos because I'm gonna have some guitars to sell soon. Well, I actually have some too, but I thought what I would do today is show you how I deal with it. I've been working on a back strip and a tail strip, I guess you could call it, on the bottom bout. And this is the first guitar I ever made, and I decided to rework it. I wasn't happy with the polish and the grain filling. The neck I thought was a little too thick, although it was okay. I didn't mind it. So I thinned down the neck, I thinned down the head joint, whatever. I put a new tail. You know what? I should stop talking. Oh, I'm going to keep talking. I should stop showing me and show you the guitar. So the other thing, I should get some light on this side here. The other thing I wanted to show you is, this is my workshop, right? It's not really big, but it's bigger than it used to be. It's twice the size. This is where it all used to happen. And of course, I dream of having this incredible, huge workshop with tons of hand tools and I have a few vital power tools, but most of them are kind of what you call not top level, anywhere near actually. Anyway, so here's how I deal with working on the tailpiece, right? So I sit on this chair, and it's a perfect height for me to work on this here. And what I've done is I've put a hook underneath this here, and I just take some cotton braid and tie it on, and then I put that thing is a cotton bag full of sand that I use usually as a neck rest. I just put it under there to protect the head joint, and that's how I work on it. I just tie it up. Anyway, so what I've done here is, you can see this tape here. This is when I was working on this tail piece, I chunked out a little bit of wood. Oh, it's hard to do this and change hands. I chunked out a bit of wood of this, the wood on this guitar, which is Red Mountain cedar. It's very lightweight, a little bit chippy. Anyway, so I couldn't really sand it down. It was a little too deep. So what I did is I just inserted a piece there and glued it in. And next I'll be shaving that down a bit, not a bit, but flat. Anyway, you can sort of see. Actually, let me show you the back and this tailpiece at the same time. Oh yeah, also what I do is I take a t-shirt or something and just protect the guitar against the wood there. The guitar is free. Let me just clear away some of this sharp stuff. Yeah, so anyway, let's flip this over. So with this, I'm still finishing it, right? But it's more or less flat, flush to the back. When I first made this is my first instrument, like I said. When I first made it, I thought, oh, look at that grain. And you can even tell now with no finish on it. It looks so beautiful. I thought, you know what? I'm not going to put a back strip on. And I always regretted that because I think the back strip actually helps enhance the grain. So what I've done here is I just sort of carved out a channel that's in a V shape, right? And I've used layers of sort of 0.6 millimeter purfling, basically rosewood and maple. And then what I did was I continued it from here right to the back. And that's also tapered to the same amount. So it's a little bit wider here near the top than here. Yeah, so I'm kind of tried to continue that over. Yeah, so it's going to be nice. It's going to be really nice. Probably start finishing this off next week. Start French polishing it. But what I also want to show you is, oops, hang on. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, this is a guitar I'm just finishing now. I'm just finishing the French polish. It'll be done next week probably. I mean, I'll have to let it sit for a week or so and then do a final polish. But it's looking really nice. Still need, you know what? I still need to do a few more bodying sessions, I think. But it's looking really pretty nice. It's a Canadian cypress back and sides, Engelmann spruce top. It's going to be a blanca. I think it's going to be excellent. Anyway, yeah, actually, you know what I should do? Boom. Yeah, that's better. Tricky with the lighting, eh? Yeah. What I wanted to show you is the rosette. Now, my mom loves this rosette. She thinks it's the best one I ever made. Now, I'm always like, yeah, whatever. It's not like I think it's not beautiful. I think it's more like I think they're all beautiful. But this one in particular really kind of sang out to her. She said, oh, you're going to sell this for sure with a rosette like that. And I'm always so like, well, skeptical on selling instruments. It turns out it's much easier to make them than to sell them. At this point for me anyway. Anyway, but what I wanted to point out is that this rosette is very much, I mean, often my rosettes have this slight bird or butterfly image to them, and swooping wings or kind of landscape and stuff there, right? So you can see this one. It is really nice though. But let me show you my first one. So this is the very first rosette I ever made. And I'm sure that you can see how I've been following a theme. I love this one too. This is almost all rosewood and maple, kind of like that backstrip I did. So the backstrip on this first guitar, I decided to sort of reference these strips of maple and bloodwood, you know. And yeah, I love the simplicity of it. It reminds me of, it really reminded me of, shoot, what's his name? Is it a Canadian artist, early, 19, I want to say Milne, but David Milne, is it? Anyway, I really loved his work, and anyway, somehow I was reminded of that. But yeah, so I'm just going to go back and forth so you can see what I'm talking about. I mean, the new one is really gorgeous with the fine little dots and stuff in there. That's how I'm usually doing them now. A little bit of stuff like that. But there's something that I really love about the first one, you know? It's the David Milne effect. On this one also, I've got maple and bloodwood on binding. It's pretty unusual. Like, I've never seen anyone do this, but maybe I'm sure someone has somewhere. It's nothing really new. I've combined, this is on the right here. This is my dang, and then I've mixed that in there, you know. On the one I did for a custom instrument for Carla, I did it all with this, which I actually prefer. I like the my dang in there and too, but yeah, if I were to do that again, I would do it all with the bloodwood and maple. And what this is basically really similar to the back strip. It's and in parallel in a way. It's strips of bloodwood and maple, you know, sandwiched together, and then I just sand them off, you know. I'll sand, the maple was on top here, I'll sand a little bit more, sand more off to get just the bloodwood and then a bit of maple peeking through. So that's how I did that. But yeah, so maybe you can see the connection there. Anyway, great fun. I'm really happy with this new version. Really beautiful wood, this red mountain cedar. Although it's kind of a darker wood, it's still, I would say, a blanca, because of the weight, right? It's a lightweight, it's a type of cypress, so it might look like a figured hardwood, but it's not. Yeah. Anyway, so you can also see how the tops there are both the same wood, AA Engelmann. On this one, I've got a bridge made from bocote, I think. Yep, bocote, same as the head plate. Really beautiful, eh? Now, but on this first one, I actually made this first one thinking I wouldn't sell it. I've got this wood here on the bridge and on the head plate, which is called Mairak. It's a local wood, but really, my friend Piet gave it to me, and if I remember correctly, he said you probably never see a piece of this ever again in your life, you know. So it's super rare, super beautiful. I got it on the head joint as well. Head joint on the head plate as well. Really beautiful. It finishes up pretty nicely too. Yeah. So maybe that hopefully. Yeah, so hopefully that gives you a little window into what I'm doing. I actually mostly just wanted to show you how I work on the tail piece, but I went further. Okay, hope everyone's doing well. The one I'm almost finished will be ready to go in a week or two for sure. I'd say a couple of weeks for sure, and then the one that I'm rebuilding later in August. Okay, if you want it, let me know. Bye.